welcome to Glasgow. Welcome to the first MTM event in Scotland.
What's up, Glasgow? How's it going?
Right, if you'd like to ask either of them a question, just have to do as you've done before and I'll come round to you. Stick your hand up in the air and all of a sudden the hands fly up. Right, start at the front.
Was it emotional? It felt like the last episode.
I'm guessing that's for me, or his last episode.
See, I told you we died.
Well, the last episode, it wasn't that emotional for me at all. I wasn't there. I guess, no, it was a little bit emotional because these guys, you know, I got a lot of calls that week. From the guys kind of talking about, you know, this thing finally wrapping up after it's been such a big part of our lives for years. And yeah, I felt like I was missing out on something, but what can you do?
It's a really weird thing because normally the years before you get to the end of filming and it's been a long, you know, we've been filming for about 8 months, so everyone's tired, ready to have a break. And I think it's the last week people suddenly went, hang on, this is not coming back, this is it. You know, but we also filmed out of sequence, so we had filmed the end and the various people who died, we had filmed their scenes a few months before the end. So the last scene was quite a simple
Not
scene.
emotionally ready for this.
But it was a very sad day. It was very sad last week. There's lots of parties, lots of celebrations, and you know that's why these events are great as well, to see how popular the show is, but also to hang out. We're all a close unit still, so it's been lovely. But some tears were shed.
Owen had a lot to say about the amount of tears that Rupert had, and I don't know if he was lying or not. It's prone to exaggeration, but he's got some stories.
And we have a question from gentleman here.
Kind of a two-part question. I had was this Merlin what died, and had you got a chance to continue the series on, because obviously it was nothing to do quickly. And would you both like to see your characters develop, or is there any storylines you'd like to keep on with?
Wow, that's a good one.
Is that your answer? Well done. I think that we were about to say something. Okay, I think my character, in terms of the fact, it would be lovely to have carried on. I mean, no one would have watched it if it was just the adventures of Leon as it carried on.
Everyone would watch.
I think it would be fun to have done a little spin-off when Leon tries to rule Camelot, because I like the idea that he married Gwen and then the whole of Camelot collapses and it's into, it just all goes to pot. But I don't know, I think they did it quite well. It would have been nice to have had a lot more night stuff. I think the last series focused a lot on Mordred and wrapping the series up, and I think the night suffered a little bit for that, so we didn't have enough episodes to ourselves. So they were always the fun bits to do when there was the group of us together. So I think it would have been nice to have seen more of that.
Yeah, I'd have loved an old-fashioned sort of questing episode. We had a couple, but as you said, with the last series and knowing that it was going to end, there was a lot of the through line was about Mordred's story, which was great, but it meant that we didn't have the same as much of the same nightly questing as we've had before. I think that was one of the most exciting things about assembling the group of knights over the end of the third series, was that then we formed a unit that we got to do kind of the old school nightly quests. Yeah.
Right, question from Sadie here.
Hi. If you were asked to go back, like for a spin-off movie or series, would you?
If we were asked back for a movie or spin-off?
Yes.
I think you've got to be very careful because the show was always going to be 5 years, and I know there were some people who didn't like how it ended, and a lot of that is because of the emotional draw and the fact that some characters didn't make it. And I think you've got to be very careful because the worst thing that could happen would be to come back and then not do as good a job. And if a new actor played Merlin or a new actor did, someone wasn't available, I think it would be a bit of a shame. So, as fun as it would be, I think it's good that we ended on a high with people emotionally connected to it. You know, there's still such a big following, you know, all around the world, and people are starting to watch it again. I think it's going to be a show that doesn't just end now and slowly fade. I think it's something that isn't of a time. It will carry on being popular, I think. So it would be nice to say yes, but I think it's good to, unless the script was incredible and it was all about me.
Yeah, I think I agree with Rupert. I think it's hard to come back to something, especially because like logistically with quite a big cast, it'd be really difficult to get everyone together again, and to find a good sort of reason to reassemble, to revisit something that we've done. And so that's one of the nice things as well. Is that I think we spent a period together. We made something, and it came to a conclusion while everyone still wanted to be a part of it and was still excited by it.
Ow.
I have a question here from England.